Alright, fam, gather around, get comfy, hit that subscribe button because today we're diving into a story that's near and dear to my heart, the hustle. We're talking about turning everyday food, the kind your grandma probably makes, into a freaking empire. You know I love a good side hustle, and this one, my friends, this one has the potential to be so much more. We're heading to East Africa where Chapati and Mandazi reign supreme. They're like the ultimate comfort food, the kind of deliciousness that has people lining up before the sun even thinks about rising. And the best part, these aren't some fancy, complicated recipes with ingredients you can't pronounce. We're talking basic, accessible, start from your kitchen kind of stuff. This is a story about turning passion into profit, about taking something you love, something you're good at, and sharing it with the world one delicious bite at a time. So buckle up because we're about to break down exactly how you can take your own culinary skills, even if they're just grandma level for now, and turn them into a thriving business. We're talking step by step, no BS, just straight up actionable advice that can take you from making breakfast in your pajamas to running your own bakery empire. Let's do this. First things first, why Chapati and Mandazi? I mean, there are 1,000,001 food businesses out there, right? Well, let me break it down for you. In East Africa, these aren't just snacks. They're practically cultural icons. They're the kind of food that brings people together, that evokes memories of family and tradition. We're talking serious demand here, people. Everyone from students to office workers, construction crews to families on the go, they're all craving a taste of that soft, fluffy goodness. And the beauty of it? These aren't luxury items. They're affordable treats that people can enjoy every single day. That means a constant stream of potential customers just waiting for you to blow their minds with your culinary skills. But it's not just about the food, it's about the business model. Low startup costs, simple recipes that are easy to master, and the flexibility to scale at your own pace. You can literally start from your own kitchen using equipment you probably already have. No need for fancy culinary school degrees or a ton of capital. This is about taking an idea, a passion, and turning it into something real, something tangible. It's about taking control of your own destiny, being your own boss, and building something you can be proud of. And that, my friends, is a recipe for success. Let's talk about the food for a second, because let's be real, taste is everything. Chapati, that perfectly cooked flatbread, slightly chewy, unbelievably versatile. You can eat it plain, dip it in stew, wrap it around veggies. The possibilities are endless. Then there's Mandazi, the East African donut, golden brown, slightly sweet, and absolutely addictive. These aren't just snacks, they're comfort food, they're nostalgia, they're a taste of home. They're the kind of food that brings a smile to your face and leaves you wanting more. And that's what makes this business so brilliant. You're not just selling food, you're selling an experience, a feeling. You're tapping into something primal, something that resonates with people on a deep level. And that, my friends, is how you build a loyal following. People don't just come back for the taste, they come back for the feeling, the connection. They come back because your food reminds them of something good, something familiar, something they crave. It's about creating a brand that people trust, a brand that represents quality, consistency, and above all, deliciousness. So There you have it. You've got the demand, you've got the low startup costs, and you've got the deliciousness factor. The question is, are you ready to turn up the heat and cook up your own success story? One of the things I love most about this business is that you don't need some fancy culinary degree or a mountain of cash to get started. We're talking about utilizing what you already have, keeping it lean, keeping it mean, keeping it efficient. You've got your sufuria, your trusty frying pan, a rolling pin, some basic mixing bowls. Boom! You're practically in business already. Don't underestimate the power of starting small. It allows you to test the waters, perfect your recipes, and get a feel for the market without risking a ton of capital. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Focus on quality, focus on consistency, focus on building a reputation for yourself as the go-to person for the best darn chapati and mandazi in town. Word of mouth is your best friend in the beginning. Get your friends and family on board, have them spread the word, offer free samples, get people hooked on your delicious creations. Remember, every successful entrepreneur started somewhere. Don't be afraid to hustle, to grind, to put in the work. Now, let's talk about the heart of the matter, the food. You can have the best business plan in the world, but if your chapati is tough and your mandazi is greasy, you're not going to get very far. Luckily, these recipes are all about mastering the basics. For chapati, it's all about getting that perfect texture, soft, slightly chewy, and oh so pliable. It takes practice, it takes patience, but trust me, when you nail that perfect chapati, you'll know. And for mandazi, it's all about that golden brown exterior, that slight crunch when you bite into it, and that soft, fluffy interior. Don't be afraid to experiment, to tweak the recipes, to find what works best for you. Maybe you add a touch of cardamom to your mandazi, or maybe you experiment with different flours for your chapati. The key is to find your unique twist, something that sets you apart from the competition. Remember, people can tell when food is made with love, with passion, with that extra bit of care. So put your heart into it, experiment, have fun, and most importantly, don't be afraid to fail. Because even the most successful chefs had to burn a few chapatis before they mastered the art. Alright, so you're pumping out amazing chapatis and mandazis. The aromas filling your neighborhood. People are starting to catch on. But let me tell you something they don't always tell you. People eat with their eyes first. It's the truth. Presentation matters. Think about it. Would you buy a burger from a place that looks like it hasn't seen a mop in a decade? Probably not. You gotta invest a little in your brand. Doesn't have to be crazy. We're not talking Michelin star setup here. A clean apron, always. Maybe even get some simple branded paper bags to pack the food. And trust me, a catchy name goes a long way. Chapati Queen, Golden Mandazi, Hot Bite Breakfast. You get the idea. Be creative, have some fun with it. And for the love of all that is good and holy, keep your cooking area spotless. I'm talking sparkling clean. Wipe down surfaces, keep things organized, no clutter. You do that. Not only are you good from a hygiene standpoint, which is non-negotiable by the way, but it shows customers you care. It builds trust. Remember, first impressions are everything. You want people to see your setup, see how you operate, and think, okay, this is legit. This is someone who takes pride in their work. That's how you build a loyal customer base, one delicious chapati at a time. Look, I know some of you might be thinking, Phil, I'm just starting out, I'm working from my kitchen, I don't have money for fancy branding. And you know what? That's totally fair. But here's the thing, cleanliness, that's free. And trust me, it speaks volumes. Imagine this, two people selling chapatis on the same street. One's got a messy stall, flies buzzing around, oil splattered everywhere. The other, their setup is simple, but it's clean, organized. They're wearing a clean apron. Maybe they even have a little hand washing station. Who are you buying from? It's not just about appearances either, though that's a big part. It's about showing your customers you respect them, you respect their health. When you're handling food, hygiene is non-negotiable. It's about taking pride in your work, in your product. So invest in that good soap, get yourself a clean apron, and keep that workspace spotless. Remember, in the food business, cleanliness is king and queen. It's the whole monarchy, okay? Okay, so you've got your chapatis and mandazis dialed in, branding's on point, hygiene is locked down. Now, the big question, where are all these hungry customers going to magically find you? Here's the thing, they might not, you gotta go out and find them. Don't wait for the business to come to you, be proactive. Think about it. Schools in your area, kids are always hungry. Construction sites, those workers need their energy. Offices, perfect for a mid-morning snack attack. Small shops in the neighborhood, offer them a deal for reselling. Even church or mosque gatherings after service. Here's a pro tip, free samples are your best friend. Give people a taste of what you're offering. Let the deliciousness speak for itself. And don't be afraid to ask for feedback. What did they like about the chapati? What about the mandazi? This is how you learn, how you adapt, how you improve. Consistency is key here. You need to be reliable in two ways. Consistent in the quality of your food and consistent in your timing. If you say you'll deliver to that office at 10 a.m., you better be there at 10 a.m. sharp with hot, fresh chapatis and mandazis. That's how you build trust, and trust equals repeat customers. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, building a customer base takes work. It takes hustle. It takes getting out there, talking to people, sometimes facing rejection. But it also takes heart. It takes passion for what you're doing, belief in your product. Remember, you're not just selling chapatis and mandazis. You're selling a taste of home, a moment of comfort, a little bit of joy. Let that passion shine through in everything you do. Smile when you're handing out those samples. Chat with your customers, get to know them, and don't be afraid to get creative with your marketing. Maybe you offer a buy two, get one free deal on Mondays. Maybe you partner with a local juice vendor for a special breakfast combo. Think outside the box, find what works for you and your market. The most important thing is to keep going. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Building a business takes time, it takes effort, it takes resilience. But trust me, when you see those customers coming back for more, when you see your business growing, all that hard work will be worth it. Alright, fam, so you've been hustling, slinging chapatis and mandazis like a boss. You're seeing that money coming in consistently. Now it's time to take things to the next level to really scale up your operation. And the beautiful thing about this business is you don't need a huge influx of cash to do it. We're talking about smart, strategic investments that can seriously up your output. First up, consider investing in a dough mixer. This bad boy will save you so much time and energy, especially as your orders start piling up. Plus, it ensures consistency in your dough, which means perfectly soft chapatis every single time. Trust me, your wrists will thank you. Next, think about bringing on some extra hands. Hire a reliable helper to assist with prep work, frying, or even deliveries. This frees you up to focus on the bigger picture, managing the business, scouting new locations, and perfecting your recipes. Remember those long nights you pulled, kneading dough until your arms felt like they were gonna fall off? Yeah, those days are over. Delegating tasks is key to growth. It's about working smarter, not harder. And as your business expands, so too will your knowledge and expertise. You'll learn to identify new opportunities, streamline your processes, and optimize your workflow for maximum efficiency. Now, let's talk about diversifying your income streams. You're already killing it with the breakfast crowd, but why stop there? Consider tapping into the lucrative world of bulk orders. Weddings, birthday parties, corporate events, these are all gold mines for a chapati and mandazi entrepreneur like yourself. Put together some irresistible packages, offer competitive pricing, and watch those big orders roll in. Another avenue to explore is securing monthly contracts with schools, offices, or even local businesses. Imagine supplying those morning staff meetings with a mountain of delicious, fluffy mandazis. You become the office hero and your bank account gets a nice little boost every month. Don't be afraid to get creative with your offerings either. Think about breakfast combo deals, a chapati and sausage pairing, mandazi with a hot cup of chai, maybe even some fresh fruit on the side. The possibilities are endless. It's all about finding what works for your market and constantly innovating to stay ahead of the game. And remember, word of mouth is still one of the most powerful marketing tools out there. So make sure your customers are happy, your food is consistently amazing, and they'll be your biggest advocates. They'll be spreading the gospel of your deliciousness far and wide. Alright, beautiful people. In today's world, you can't just rely on word of mouth. You gotta harness the power of the internet, specifically social media, to really blow this thing up. And the best part is, you don't need a fancy marketing degree or a big budget to make it happen. Your smartphone is your secret weapon. Start by creating a strong online presence. Set up a Facebook business page, an Instagram account dedicated to your delicious creations, even a TikTok if you're feeling extra spicy. Post mouth-watering photos of your chapatis and mandazis. Highlight those golden brown textures and don't be afraid to show off the behind-the-scenes magic of your process. People love to see how their food is made, especially when it's made with love and care. And here's a pro tip. Videos perform incredibly well on social media. Film yourself flipping those chapatis, frying up a fresh batch of mandazis, maybe even packaging them up all neat and tidy. Show off your clean workspace, your dedication to hygiene, and the passion you pour into every single piece. Trust me, authenticity resonates with people. They can spot a genuine hustle from a mile away. Now, Once you've got some content flowing, it's time to get strategic with your hashtags. Use relevant keywords like Chapati life, Mandazi love, or breakfast goals. Get creative. Think about what people would search for when they are craving a delicious and affordable breakfast. And don't forget to engage with your followers. Respond to comments, answer questions, run polls, maybe even host a giveaway or two to get people excited. Another powerful tool, reviews. Encourage your satisfied customers to leave glowing reviews on your Facebook page. A string of positive feedback can work wonders for attracting new customers. People trust recommendations from others, especially when it comes to food. And hey, if you've got a particularly loyal customer who's constantly raving about your chapatis, reach out to them. Maybe offer them a free batch in exchange for a video testimonial. User-generated content like that is gold. It's authentic, it's relatable, and it shows potential customers that you're the real deal. Remember, building a successful business is all about connecting with your audience. Show them you're not just another faceless brand, but a real person with a passion for making delicious food and a dream worth chasing. Look, fam, I'm gonna level with you. Too many dreams die before they even get off the ground. People get caught up in overthinking, in waiting for the perfect moment for that big break. But you know what? Sometimes the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. You've got the fire in your belly, you've got the hustle in your heart, and you've got a delicious product that people crave. Don't let anything hold you back. Let your fire burn on that jiko, and may your dreams rise with every chapati you flip, every mandazi you fry. This is more than just food. It's a future you're building, a legacy you're creating. And remember, every successful entrepreneur started somewhere. They took that first step, they believed in themselves, and they never gave up on their vision. Now go out there and make it happen. And before you bounce, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode, where we break down how a simple popcorn machine placed in the right location can pop its way into a mini empire. We're talking startup costs, daily returns, the whole 9 yards. We'll show you how this low barrier idea is feeding dreams and fueling bank accounts. Get ready to snack your way to success.